I feel nervous, very nervous. No, it just feels awkward for me. I'm kind of an introvert, not a very social person.
And that was a clip from How to Dance in Ohio, a new HBO documentary film following a group of autistic young people on the cusp of adulthood as they prepare for a formal spring dance. The film will debut on HBO on October 26th. And joining us now to discuss is the filmmaker, Alexandra Shiva. Alexandra, welcome.
Thank you.
And congratulations on making such a moving film about a group of people we don't hear so much about. I think when it comes to autism, we tend to hear more about the children, but less about the young adults. What gave you this idea?
Well, I have a very close friend who has a daughter who's 16, and we had these conversations, you know, that there's so much focus on little kids, which is important, but then there was, at the time, there's more now, but there's no focus on what happens when they grow up. And are they going to have jobs? Where are they going to live? Friends, romance, what does that look like on the spectrum?
Right.
And
all of those things which, frankly, we all struggle with, but as your film makes clear, this community struggles with on an even greater level. And there's so many touching and moving moments, but one that really drove home the point to me about how difficult it can be for these young people is the one with Jessica talking to her employer, and her employer makes a very sort of off-the-cuff request, can you answer the phone? And Jessica responds by saying, no, I don't answer the phone. And later she has to tell her, you know, sometimes when your boss asks you to answer the phone, they're really just saying, answer the phone. And those little details that just get lost makes it so clear how difficult it can be. But yet it was so heartwarming to see through your film how this group, Dr. Amigo's group, is working with these people. Tell us about Dr. Amigo.
Well, he's incredible, and I think he doesn't ever let them believe that they can't achieve something. I think he really, you know, holds them to a high standard and says, we can do this.
Right.
You know, you think it's going to be hard, and I understand, but we can do this. And works with their discomforts and their anxieties. And I think what's amazing about watching them try to prepare for this dance is that we've all had those feelings in some way or another, and they have it in a magnified way because they're on the autism spectrum, and there's no filter. So they're telling us all the time all these things that a lot of people think, but we've learned not to say or feel, but we've figured out how to manage. Yeah. And it's a really interesting experience also to be in a group therapy setting, which he allowed us into his group therapy setting.
Yes, you were given such access, and these young people opened up to you in such a great way. Was that difficult?
It wasn't difficult, and I think part of it is because it was an incredibly collaborative process. Mm-hmm. When we arrived in Columbus, we had a town hall meeting, which was his idea. You know, we met every client who was interested, all the parents, all the guardians, everyone asked us questions. And then the entire first week that we were there, we weren't filming, we were sitting in a room, and 4 or 5 clients would come in at a time, and I would explain what I do, and my producer, Barry, would explain what she does, and our DP, Layla, would show the camera and let them touch the camera, inspect the camera, and explain where she was going to be in their therapy sessions.
Yes.
And then same with our sound recordist. So it was a really interesting experience, and I think they got comfortable.
Were they hesitant at first, a little worried, maybe the parents, about what this was all about?
They definitely wanted to know what the angle was. Mm-hmm. Why them? Why are we interested in doing this? And I think that the overwhelming sense was that they wanted to have a voice. Yes. And because what I was saying was, I want you to be able to speak for yourself. Right. And that's part of why I'm here. I want to actually hear what it's like for you.
And what has their reaction been to the finished product?
It's been amazing. Yes. It's been amazing. And it's been a wonderful experience. We went to the Columbus premiere 2 weeks ago at the Wexner Center, and they were all there with their families. They were really very, very excited, and they even did the Q&A. I mean, Jessica and Caroline were on stage and doing a Q&A, and I think it feels in that way that Dr. Amigo was always saying, you know, when you go to this dance and you actually experience that you can do it, it's going to give you something that you can take with you. The film seems to have done the same.
Given them something they can take with them. Well, congratulations again on such a beautiful film.
Thank you.
It debuts
Monday night,
October 26th. Very exciting.